talk about the gut, if we want to use the term loosely, 100%. Angie, who's my friend, is exactly right that it's basically from the lips all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so that's our gut. When we're having conversations about the microbiome, let's define that a little bit. Microbe. Microbe means this invisible living creature, as alive as you and I are. We just can't see it, so it's hard for us to pretend or acknowledge that it exists. But it has a life too, and it has things that it does. It's not just there existing, it's manipulating its environment. Your gut is actually an external facing surface. Think about that. So the deepest part of your body is where we interface with the outside world. And this is where we find the highest concentration of these microbes.
So there is research that shows 95%. Have you guys heard of serotonin? Serotonin is a feel-good hormone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we commonly
That's what antidepressant drugs are.
That's
right.
Serotonin uptake. Serotonin reuptake inhibitors to increase serotonin in your body. But we used to try to target that serotonin increase in between the synapses in the brain. Well, now we know where it's made. 95% of serotonin is made by the gut. Mm-hmm. So if you have a healthy gut, you're gonna have naturally higher levels of serotonin.
Your daughter was diagnosed, well, you figured out that your daughter had cow's milk protein allergy, but she wasn't drinking, she was drinking your breast milk. So explain to us how that was happening.
I didn't know at the time, I know now, but I had leaky gut, had a lot of digestive issues, and that's related to the mercury poisoning that you mentioned earlier as well. So what was happening was that, I mean, we know that the dairy protein is very hard for the human body to digest. So the casein, the whey, is actually quite hard to digest. So it stays in your intestine. And if you have leaky gut, those undigested protein molecules actually start to pass from the gut into your bloodstream, which is actually not meant to happen. But when it happens, it went from my intestine into my bloodstream and then into my breast milk.
So thank you so much for tuning in today. If we helped you in any way, then click the subscribe button and let's keep hanging out together. We have so much more to share with you.
And if you need more information on actually making the switch for good, please visit us at switch4good.org for loads of info. And you can subscribe to our mailing list where you will receive all sorts of super cool gifts, discount codes to our very fave dairy-free products, and a lifetime of powerful health tips.
So join us on the journey to Switch for Good. This is the future.